Robinson going forward strong. He's inside the Manchester penalty area. He finds Smith, and Smith must score, and he hasn't scored. And Gordon Smith will remember that moment for a very, very long time indeed.
Brighton came close in their one and only final in 1983. Manchester United rubbing salt in the wounds with a 4-0 win in the replay. Arsenal, in contrast, have lifted the famous trophy 6 times in the intervening years, 5 of those under Arsene Wenger. Since Wenger took over at Arsenal, Albion has seen off no less than 14 managers. The 15th, Chris Hughton, will be hoping his new Chargers can close the gap today. At the Amex, Jonathan Pearce.
Brighton fired up with the giant-killing exploits of Bradford City, and Borough pushed Arsenal in the 4th round 2 years ago, very close. But João Teixeira, brilliant in midweek against Ipswich, is ill. Forster Kaski comes in, and Dunk replaces Hughes at centre-back. 7 changes for Arsenal. Only Koscielny, Monreal, Ramsey and Giroud stay in for the win at Manchester City. Mertesacker, Cazorla and Sanchez are on a strong substitutes bench. They've won all 4 previous FA Cup clashes against Brighton. Brighton 1 defeat in 4 matches under Chris Hughton. Of course, has his own memories of Spurs-Arsenal rivalry over the years. It says in today's match programme, that adds no spice whatsoever to this tie. Chambers looking for Walcott, who scores, and Arsenal have the lead in 1 minute and 30 seconds. His last goal in this competition came in Arsenal's victory here 2 seasons ago, and he started in crackerjack fashion once again. A glum start for Brighton on a weekend where they've seen so many shots elsewhere. Walcott was given too much space, and no shot from that position that he found the bottom of the net. Good run by Chambers. Lovely run, progressive, confident into Walcott, who tucked it away so neatly. Brighton on the back foot, Arsenal controlling things totally. Ramsey. Brzezinski having a fine game. Chambers awaits on the far side. Thought he could get a shot away. It's into Ozil. 2-0. As easy as you like. Arsenal in the comfort zone. I thought the Arsenal captain might shoot as he came in off this left-hand side, but he had other things in mind. Clever ball slid into Ozil. And again, a clinical finish. It's his first goal since September. Through the goalkeeper, off balance, and then tucked it away. Brighton 0, Arsenal 2. And a satisfied look on Arsene Wenger's face. Has to be remembered, though, that just a few years ago, Brighton were playing their games at Gillingham, and fans were having to hike there and back. And it was the Withdean, the Athletics Stadium, further in towards the heart of Brighton. So they've come a long, long way. Arsenal backpedaling, and they haven't got enough bodies back here. In comes the cross, dangerous, nearly comes to O'Grady. Koscielny went and run it out. Baldock, big chance. Arsenal a little bit sloppy, left too many midfield players up the field. O'Grady pressurising. Baldock really errant with his finishing. You know, you can't give Arsenal a 2-0 start. Mind you, we've seen shocks this weekend from this sort of position. Brzezinski switches it to Walcott. What a pass that was. That hit a hand. That definitely hit Bruno on the arm. It was very, very close, though, and I think the referee got it right. Walcott was furiously appealing. Arsene Wenger looking for a 6th FA Cup success. It's all of a sudden Arsenal creeping back into contention for a top 3 place. They're marching on in the FA Cup, and Inter's given that away. A bit haphazard. Ozil quickly round the corner. It's into Walcott. It's a lovely sweeping counter, and Joe Bennett saves Brighton. Theo Walcott 2 or 3 more weeks, and he'll be taking those sort of chances. He's still a bit ring rusty. Has that given Brighton a way back into the game? This is Baldock. Two Arsenal players went for the same ball. Calderon in the box. And that by Rosicki, but not too far. Balled up climbing on Chambers, who didn't play to the whistle. Here's O'Grady, right in the back of the tie. And Chris O'Grady, who's been a slow burner since arriving at Brighton, gets his second for the club, and both have come in this competition. Poor clearance by Rosicki, hung it high. Then Chambers appealing for a free kick instead of getting on with it. Back into O'Grady. Arsenal might feel that Chambers was fouled by Baldock, but Chambers really wasn't attempting to get the ball. And Brighton have made a cup tie of it. There's a freedom about Brighton and a confidence now. No longer are they overawed. Forster-Caskey looking for Calderon to get in. And he is in, and he tumbles theatrically. Now, if it wasn't a penalty because of the nature of the fall, he should be booked. And the referee's done well. Here's Rosicki. Ramsey. A flick. Ornate stuff. It needs to be more direct. Arsenal with a finishing product. Rosicki. Reverse ball. Back to him. Oh, what a goal! Stunning! Arsenal have the 2-goal lead again, and that's an absolute belter. Because of his reverse ball. Does the Brighton defence with his eyes, with the ball around the corner. There he goes. Back to him, first time, right foot, Stockdale no chance. Brighton 1, Arsenal 3. Lovely goal. Scored in the third round against Spurs last season to set up that victory. It's his 5th FA Cup goal in 19 ties. And he's having a good spell in the Arsenal side, and that's a very, very good goal.